Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. With the upcoming Warzone update and integration with MW3, we are going to see what may actually go down as like the single largest gameplay changing update in Warzone history. Obviously, in the past with the various integrations that we've seen between Cold War and Vanguard and the sort of revamp with Warzone 2, we've seen a lot of changes here and there with new weapons being added in, some new equipment. Warzone 2 obviously fundamentally was pretty game changing with movement kind of taking a step back, pun intended, alongside other things there. But the Warzone 3 integration, or MW3 Warzone update, whatever you want to call it, is going to be big in its own right in a lot of positive ways that we've seen thus far. And today I've gone through and collected basically every single detail we know about the initial MW3 Warzone update, or Warzone 3 update, to have in one spot collectively. That way, if you have any questions at all about, the update, the integration, what is changing, what might not be changing, ideally this video can give you the answer, right? So as we get into all the details, if you do enjoy it, if you find it helpful at all, let me know by dropping a like. It really does help the channel grow. And if you're new here, or if you simply haven't subscribed yet, let's change that, because every single day I'm your one-stop shop for all things going on in COD, whether it's MW3, Warzone, you name it, it's right here. Feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. But like I said initially, we got some major gameplay changes coming with Warzone, but right away on day one of the most exciting new things is that we are going to a brand new map. On day one, we're actually going to have the most available at launch for Warzone ever with a single integration. We're going to have Urzikstan as the brand new big battle royale map that will be replacing Al Mazrah. Who's to say if that's going to come back? As of right now, there's been no clarification on that, but Urzikstan is going to be the main big BR map. And then on top of that, we're going to see the continuation of Ashika Island and Vondel. And then between those three maps, we are going to see a mix of Battle Royale, Resurgence, and Plunder all there on day one, which is fantastic news in my opinion. That means there's a little bit of something for everyone, whatever you're looking to play, whether it's more casual with Plunder and maybe just explore, or get a little bit sweatier with Resurgence or Battle Royale. You got plenty of choices right there, ready and available. But then outside of that initial content, we're also going to see the full-on MW3 integration take place as well. And this is going to bring all of the Modern Warfare 3 weapons to Warzone. So we're going to have those coinciding with the Modern Warfare 2 weapons all in one place. We're going to see the new MW3 operators. We're even going to see plenty of MW3 gameplay elements make their way into Warzone gameplay as well, which is a first for an integration update. So with this, the Modern Warfare 3 movement is going to be integrated into Warzone, and on top of just the base movement mechanics with slide canceling and everything that's going to be going on there, tac stance and whatnot, we are going to see various other MW3 perks that are movement based that have a place in Battle Royale also shifted into Warzone just by default. So we're going to have a nice mix there, which is definitely going to be very fun to see. Your base character is going to feel a lot different in terms of movement, how they can navigate the map, how aggressive you can play because of some of the updates being made there on the back end. We also have some fundamental changes happening as well. Ghost in MW3 Warzone is only going to work when you are moving. There is no more sitting still and having Ghost protect you no matter what. The stim tactical boost that we had back in Warzone 1, where you could pop a stim and gain that slight increase in movement, is going to be back. It's not crazy OP like it was for a time on Caldera or even back on Verdansk, where you could slide into a stim boost and just glide forever, it seemed like, but it will give you a slight advantage there temporarily. Red dots on unsuppressed weapons are in fact back on the minimap, so the classic map is back. The backpack's been upgraded entirely so that now you can store any ammo type in your backpack at all times just by default. It's not going to take up any extra spots there, which is a really convenient backpack upgrade. It's sort of combining Warzone 1's inventory system and the Warzone 2 backpack system into one thing, which personally I'm a fan of how it works there for sure. The gas mask has full customization ability now. You can choose when to put it on or when to take it off, which is also very convenient. Everyone gets a pistol when they go underwater, regardless of if you have two primary weapons on your loadout. Everyone gets a default pistol automatically, and then if you go through and you customize your own pistol, you should be able to use that underwater as well if you want to upgrade there. Tear gas can also be countered by a gas mask now with the equipment. So there's a lot of, like I said, fundamental changes here that are very big and completely game changing in a way that we really have not seen before in Warzone with an integration update. On top of that, we are going to see a few new innovations with Warzone here. We're seeing a new selection of perks debut. Combat Scout is one that is returning from Warzone 1 that we have yet to see in Warzone 2, but that will be making its return with the integration here. We're also going to have a perk called Shrouded, which actually pops a smoke grenade when you go down. However, it's not a crazy impossible to see through smoke. It's going to give you some cover, but won't be as dominant as smokes have been in Warzone 2, according to the devs. There's going to be Irradiated, which allows you to move faster and take less damage in the gas. So if you're someone who is oftentimes playing around the edge of the circle, this could be a pretty clutch perk for you. Then also Resolute, which gives you increased movement when you are damaged. So rather than Serpentine giving you increased health when you take damage, now it's going to increase your movement. And I much prefer that. It really brings a skill gap into it rather than you just have more health than the enemy all of a sudden. So I think that's a positive change and a cool implementation of a new perk as well. Now, some new unique updates that are coming with MW3 Warzone that are actually specific to the new Urzikstan map are: one, a train that you can actually control. You can choose to slow it down or speed it up depending on where you're at on the train, which I'm sure is going to lead to plenty of very fun moments. Then there's also going to be horizontal zip lines. So rather than just having zippies that take you up buildings, you'll be able to traverse various areas on the map by taking a horizontal zip line to go from building to building, or, you know, to go over a large gap or something like that. So definitely adding in another unique piece of gameplay there. And then also the nukes are going to be returning in Warzone 3 or MW3 Warzone with the Champions Quest. However, it's going to be a little bit more spicy this time around, a little bit more toxic potentially, because in Warzone Season 1, which is when the integration happens, if you kill the team that has a nuke contract active, then you are going to have the opportunity to steal the nuke. So anyone in that game can continue it on if they are able to pick it up and actually complete it, rather than now if you take out the team that's got the nuke quest is just done for that match. You'll have to go into another one to have that chance happen again. So definitely a lot of very interesting updates, some that are correcting course, I guess you could say, in terms of what went wrong with Warzone 2 and some design decisions that are questionable, to say the least. A lot of returns to more aggressive movement, which personally I'm definitely a very big fan of. And it's nice to see we also have several innovations happening at the same time in terms of availability with maps and modes. We're going to see core dynamics upgraded and updated in certain ways that we really haven't seen before. So lots to come with this update. As I've sort of reiterated throughout this video, the MW3 Warzone update truly could go down as the most impactful and game-changing update in integration that we ever see. Is it going to be for the better? Obviously, only time will tell. I will admit that most of it sounds very promising so far, but we're going to have to see how it all obviously translates to full-on gameplay once the integration is out in early December. So as we get into new details on the integration, on new features, anything like that, you guys know I'm gonna have you covered right as it happens. So stick it here for all that. Make sure you are subscribed with your noties turned on. And if you enjoyed the video, or if you're just simply excited for MW3 Warzone, feel free to hit that like button on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.